So, not everyone that self harms intends to take their life. Um, those are two different things. We often mislabel um, individuals based off of their behavior. And speaking not just from education as a licensed professional, but also from experience, um, self harm is simply a way of escape. It is a way of numbing the mental and emotional pain that one may be feeling. And so they inflict physical harm on themselves to escape from the emotional pain that they may be feeling. So I grabbed my hand because I actually have two scars on my hand from when I used to self harm. And it's very interesting, actually, because out of all of the wounds that I caused or inflicted on my arms and hands, only two scars still remain. The rest have completely disappeared. And I don't know, I think that God kind of left them there as a reminder of what I've been through, what He brought me through. And I use it as a testimony, as a testament of the trials that I've overcome. So not only did I self harm, but I did attempt to take my life on more than one occasion. The first time I vividly remember, I was only about 13 or 14 years old, and I took a bottle of pills I had found in the house. Um, the turmoil that I felt inside, I couldn't really describe. I just knew that I was extremely sad, very tearful, never really felt joy, and I also had very low self-esteem without that. Growing up, I thought I was very ugly. My mom used to cry about it, actually. And my parents would remind me all the time. I had wonderful parents. I had a great life growing up in the home, and they would always remind me that I was beautiful. But I don't know, I couldn't believe it, and I'm not sure why. When I think back, it could have been peer pressure. It could have been the bullying that I endured in school. I actually was bullied in school from kindergarten all the way up to like as long as I can remember, honestly, like seventh grade maybe. Um, and so I may have, in hindsight, internalized the things that were said to me by not just white people, but black people too. I wasn't good enough to fit in with the black people. I was too dark to fit in with the white people. I talked very country because I moved from Memphis, Tennessee. So that was like a laughing stock. So, I don't know. I think that all of that played a part in my self esteem and I just felt really bad on the inside all the time. Hopeless, loss of hope. I mean, oh my goodness, when you lose hope, you pretty much, that's scary. It's a scary feeling because you have nothing to hold on to. I was chasing and chasing, and I was chasing it through men and relationships and sex and drugs and alcohol. I was chasing something just to feel better. And when none of that worked, I just was like, what's the point? And then you end up in this vicious cycle of self-sabotage because yes, you're chasing to fulfill a void, but at the same time you know the consequence of whatever, you know looking for love in all the wrong places. um, and then you have to now deal with those consequences. Now you're guilty. Now you feel ashamed. Now you beating up on yourself because you done messed up. And you done hurt some people. You done hurt yourself. That is the vicious cycle I just kept going through. And I ended up in a lot of domestic violent relationships as a result of my own insecurities. I was a magnet for abusive men. I was just a magnet for it. And after a while, I just didn't want to live anymore. I just figured, I'm not adding value to anyone's life. Can't seem to connect to healthy people. But, I realize now in my healing journey that, healed is a magnet for healed. Toxicity is a magnet for toxicity. Do I still have suicidal thoughts? I will be completely honest and transparent and say I am not where I used to be. Nowhere near where I used to be. But if I'm honest, now and then, few and far between, a passing thought will come through. But I have the tools now. I have the tools. And the thoughts are not, go kill yourself. No, the thoughts are, what's the point? The thoughts are you really serving and walking in your purpose? Does this world have need of you? Need of thee? Um, and so I ask myself those questions every now and then, and I ask, what's the point? Or that thought is like, what's the point? Why are you here? And then God gently taps me and reminds me that I am still loved. I am still worthy. I'm still worthy to be alive. And I don't have a right to destroy anything I did not create. So I am so glad I did not follow through, because I won't know what the end is going to be if I give up. I won't know. So I can't give up. I got to keep pushing through.